Hey guys, welcome to Codes This Week. Let's take you through important legal developments across the country during this week. No coercive action against employers on MHA order for full payment of wages. The Supreme Court on Thursday passed an interim order that no coercive action should be taken against the employers for failure to comply with March 2 order. A bench of Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, and M.R. Shah reserved order for June 12 on the petitions challenging the MHA notification dated 29 March and restrained coercive actions till then. Supreme Court reserves order after hearing centre states to pass further directions on June 9. The Supreme Court on Friday reserved orders for June 9 on the suo motu case registered on the issue of migrants crisis after hearing the centre, state government and interveners. A bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, M.R. Shah observed during the course of hearing that directions for ensuring the welfare of migrants who have now reached their native states will be passed. No law that the person accompanying principal culprit shares his intention in respect of every act which the latter might eventually commit. The Supreme Court has now observed that there is no law that a person accompanying the principal culprit shares his intention in respect of every act the latter might eventually commit. The bench of Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, K.M. Joseph made this observation by allowing an appeal filed by a theft and murderer accused, referring to Section 34 IPC. The bench observed that the principle which underlines criminal liability for the acts of another therein is the shared intention or the common intention to commit an offence. The Supreme Court has held that in case governed by Article 113 of the Limitation Act, the period of limitation begins to run when the right to sue accrues and not when the right to sue first accrues. A bench of Justice A.M. Khanvilkar, Indra Banerjee, and Dinesh Maheshwari said that the fact the plaintiff had eventually sent a legal notice on 28th November 2003 and again on 7 January 2005 and then filed suit on 23rd February 2005 gave rise to a cause of action. The bench referred to two earlier decisions, Union of India and others versus West Coast Paper Mills and others, and Khatri Hotels Private Limited and others versus Union of India 2011. The Supreme Court on Tuesday stayed the proceedings in the Gautam Navalka bail's proceeding before Delhi High Court. The court was hearing an appeal filed by the National Investigation Agency NIA against May 27 order of the Delhi High Court, whereby it directed the agency to furnish a complete record of the proceedings before the NIA, special judges based on which he was transferred to Mumbai. A bench comprising Justices Arun Mishra, Abdul Nazir, and Indra Banerjee also issued notice on Navlakha, seeking his reply and posted the matter for further hearing on June 15. The Supreme Court in this case ordered the NBCC shall take the construction work and the funding will be done through the company for the purpose of construction. A bench of Justice Arun Mishra and UU Lalit granted time to the stakeholders and stated that a bench be convened between the NBCC, receiver, the SBI CAP, and UCO Bank to do the needful. The SBI CAP told the Supreme Court by way of an affidavit that it was ready to do the needful for the stalled Amrapali project. Further, the bench heard UCO Bank, which said that it was ready to take the over unsold inventory as security and ready to fund a sum of rupees 2,000 crores in security of unsold inventory. In light of this, the court directed UCO Bank to finalize the complete proposal in regard within 7 days and let it be placed before the court on the next date of hearing. The Supreme Court has held that it would be unsafe to convict an accused solely on uncorroborated testimony of an accomplice. The bench, comprising Justice Rohinton Fali Nariman, K.M. Joseph, and V. Ramasubramanian, said that an accomplice to be believed, he must be corroborated in material particulars of his testimony. The court upheld the convictions for the abduction and murder of Tamil Nadu politician and ex-MLA M.K. Balan in 2001. Supreme Court asked the kin of a Melegon blast victim seeking speedy trial of the case to move the Bombay High Court. The purposes of extending the tenure of the trial judge who is hearing the case, a bench of Chief Justice S.A. Bobde, Justice A.S. Bopanna and Rishikesh Roy gave liberty to the father of the victim to move the learned Chief Justice of High Court of Judicature of Bombay with the instant plea and stated that the learned Chief Justice may take an appropriate decision in this regard. Supreme Court on Wednesday asked the central government to treat a writ petition seeking the direction to change the name of country as Bharat from India as a representation and to take a decision on the same. Bench, comprising of Chief Justice S.A. Bobde, A.S. Bopanna and Rishikesh Roy, observed that the court cannot pass any directions to amend the constitution for such name change. The Supreme Court refused to stay the 2019 presidential order whereby the state of Assam has been excluded from the Inner Line area in the light of Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. A bench comprising Chief Justice S.A. Bobde, Justice A.S. Bopanna and Rishikesh Roy, however, issued notice on the plea and sought the centre's response. CJI Bobde stated that an ex parte stay would not be granted as it was an imperative to hear the other side. In this case, the court sought the centre's response in a PIL seeking directions to change the name of High Court of Bombay to High Court of Maharashtra. Chief Justice S.A. Bobde, Justice S.A. Bopanna and Rishikesh Roy took up for hearing the petition filed by retired Labour Court Judge V.P. Patil, averring that the word Maharashtra denotes special significance in the life of a Maharashtrian and that its usage must also find expression in the name of the High Court as an expression of cultural and right to heritage as protected under Articles 19, 21, 29 of the Constitution of India. Supreme Court sought the centre's response in a PIL seeking cap on fees to be charged by private hospitals in treating COVID patients as well as transparent mechanism for purposes of admission to hospital for quarantine and post-infection facilities. Bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, M.R. Shah, V. Ramasubramaniam asked Solicitor General Tushar Mehta to file centre's response on putting an upper limit on fees to be charged by private hospitals for treating COVID patients. Court listed the matter after a week. The Supreme Court accepted a Mumbai-based lawyer's request to pay 25 lakhs towards the travel of migrant worker and directed him to do so in a week. A bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, M.R. Shah directed Advocate Shanghir Ahmed to deposit the amount with the Supreme Court registry in the name of the Secretary General after he offered to pay rail expenses for migrant workers from Mumbai to the district of Sant Kabir Nagar in UP. Supreme Court dismissed the review petition filed by the Central Bureau of the Investigation (CBI) against the order granting bail to former Union Minister P. Chidambaram. We have pursued the review petition and concerned papers carefully and are convicted that the order of which the review has been sought does not suffer from any error apparent, warranting reconsideration, said a bench comprising Justices R. Bhanumati, A.S. Bopanna, and Rishikesh Roy. Supreme Court directed all three stakeholders, state governments in the National Capital Region, to come together and hold a meeting along with Centre to devise a common plan for regulation of movement of individuals within NCR, agreeing that people are suffering due to contradictory policies of the government of Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. The bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, M.R. Shah was of the opinion that there should be only one consolidated policy to govern the movement across NCR. Supreme Court made oral observations raising concerns over the Reserve Bank of India allowing levy of interest during the moratorium period allowed for loan repayments. Bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, M.R. Shah was hearing petitions filed Gajendra Sharma and few others challenging the RBI circulars of March 27 and May 22 to the extent they allowed financial institutions to levy interest on loans during the 6-month moratorium. The Supreme Court on Friday refused to recall the order passed on 13 April, which dismissed the suo motu writ petition taken by the court on a letter petition sent by the TMC MP Mahua Moitra. A bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan, S.K. Kaul, M.R. Shah dismissed the fresh interlocutory application filed by Moitra in the suo motu case taken by the court on the migrants issue. For more such videos, do subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video. Thank you.